Dak Prescott looks like a new man. Can we completely trust it? I'm going to be honest, painfully so. As great as he was in the first half the other night against Philadelphia, he did wobble in the second half. He was the first to say after the game, immediately, I could have played much better. And if I had played better, we would have scored 50. And they would have scored 50 if he had been a little sharper. You saw it. It's just a little off here and there. Wobbled in the third and the fourth quarter. Didn't really matter because they were up 24-6 at halftime. You can say I'm nitpicking, but I saw two throws in the second half that should have been intercepted and were not. They were dropped interceptions. We all know he did finally lose his first fumble of the year. Got a little careless with the football. Fletcher Cox dislodged it. It got scooped. It got scored. Philly scored only 13 points. So if you gave them 7, that means Jalen Hurts' offense scored 3 plus 3, 2 field goals. That's it. I'll take it. My defense rose up and shone. But did it give me a little pause in the second half? Did that little voice in the back of my head say, careful, careful? Yep, it did. The point is, the Dallas Cowboys season is just getting started. We now go to Buffalo, then we go to Miami, we deal with Detroit, and we wind up at Washington against our arch division rival, our historical rival at Washington to end the regular season. I believe it's going to be a December to remember. I believe my Cowboys right here, right now, given their health, I knock on whatever wood I have to knock on here, given health, which always dictates the outcome of every Super Bowl, given health, my team is good enough to win out, as in beat the Bills, beat the Dolphins, beat the Lions, beat the Commanders, win out. My eye test, my soul test tells me it's good enough. It has found itself. It has been reborn right before your very eyes after Arizona and post San Francisco. My defense is ranked 4th in points allowed. 2 field goals. All Jalen Hurts got was 2 field goals. Interesting. What if we do win out? What if the Eagles somehow manage to lose up in Seattle next Monday night? Not sure whether Geno's going to play or not, but what if he does? What if the Eagles lose again? A 3rd straight game. Heck, what if the Eagles lose one of the 2 games they have left with Tommy DeVito, division rival, Giants? Could they lose one of them at Giants? Sure they could. What if, I'm just throwing this out, what if San Francisco somehow loses, albeit at home, on Christmas night to the team I picked to win the AFC, Lamar's Ravens? What if? What if the Cowboys wind up with 2 home games to get to Las Vegas and this season's Super Bowl? 2 home games. That would be interesting because what if the Cowboys go into a first home playoff game having won 16 straight at home? That would include beating Detroit at home down the stretch of the regular season. What if 16 in a row at home? What if it becomes 17 and 18 in a row at home? What if? What if Dak Prescott winds up winning regular season MVP? Highly possible. He's favored as we speak. Barely over Brock Purdy, but favored. What if he does wind up winning 18 in a row at home, which would include winning the 2 playoff games at home? Heck, what if my preseason prediction for this season's Super Bowl pans completely out? What if it is Cowboys versus Ravens in the Super Bowl. I did pick the Ravens to win it all over the Cowboys, but I at least had Dallas going to the Super Bowl, getting to the Super Bowl. If that happens, now you can pay the man. The Super Bowl door to me is wide open for Rain Dakota Prescott.
I hope you enjoyed that video. You ready for more? Make sure you click that subscribe button for all the exclusive content from the Skip Bayless Show. And don't forget to check out the full episode of the show wherever you get your podcasts by clicking the link in the description.